Because we are 70% water and only 30% land.
We try to create something new, and it's not just basically a copy of the form factor of everything else, but you still want it to be great.
Imagine a world where a car could run on something as abundant as water. No gasoline, no emissions, just clean, simple power. Sounds impossible. Not for Elon Musk. Tesla has announced the release of a water-powered engine, a development that promises to revolutionize the way we think about sustainable energy. Tesla's history of groundbreaking tech, from electric vehicles to solar roofing, has set a high bar. But this announcement, it's pushing those boundaries even further. The idea of a water engine isn't just intriguing, it could be a turning point, not just for Tesla, but for the entire transportation and energy industries. While competitors scramble to catch up with electric and hybrid vehicles, Tesla is already one step ahead, exploring how water, one of Earth's most basic resources, could be the next big thing. As with every Tesla innovation, this isn't just about profit or market share. It's about tackling some of the biggest challenges in the modern world: pollution, climate change, and dependence on finite resources. Musk's latest move has put Tesla back in the spotlight, and people are eagerly waiting to see just how transformative this new technology could be. The vision behind Tesla's water engine. Elon Musk has always been vocal about his vision, a world where technology supports and sustains the environment rather than depleting it. For years, Tesla has led the way in green tech, but with the water engine, Musk's vision has evolved. He's not just looking to change how cars run, he's looking to redefine energy as we know it. Traditional electric vehicles, though groundbreaking, still have limits. They rely on batteries, which need charging stations and involve complex supply chains. Tesla's water engine concept, however, offers something simpler and potentially more sustainable. Imagine a car powered by water, one of the most renewable resources we have, creating zero emissions and generating clean energy without a hitch. This is where Musk's ambition comes in. He wants to reduce the world's reliance on fossil fuels, not only by promoting electric vehicles, but by exploring other sustainable alternatives. The water engine isn't just a cool idea, it's a step toward an even greener, cleaner world, aligning with Musk's bigger goal of sustainable energy and minimal environmental impact. Musk's belief in pushing boundaries is on full display, and the world is ready to see if he can actually pull off what has been a dream for scientists and engineers for decades: how the water engine works. So how does Tesla's water engine actually work? Let's break it down in simple terms. At its core, the concept uses water as a source of hydrogen, a powerful element that has long been considered as an alternative fuel. By splitting water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen through a process called electrolysis, the engine can use hydrogen as fuel, which can then be burned cleanly to produce energy, with water vapor as the only byproduct. Essentially, it's a cycle that uses water to power the engine while emitting nothing but clean water back into the atmosphere. While electrolysis has been known for decades, it has often been dismissed as too costly or inefficient. The real breakthrough here is how Tesla has managed to make this process efficient and compact enough to use in an everyday vehicle. This is no small feat. Converting water into usable fuel has been a challenge for scientists worldwide. But Tesla's approach has combined advanced engineering with sustainable practices, making it possible to harness water's energy without compromising on performance. Think about it, a car that refuels with water rather than gasoline or electricity. While there are technical details that Tesla is keeping under wraps, the potential is there. If this water engine becomes a reality, it could make refueling as simple as filling up with tap water, eliminating the need for charging stations or gas pumps. Tesla has taken an ambitious idea and pushed it into the realm of possibility, sparking excitement and curiosity about what comes next. Initial reactions and public buzz. As soon as Tesla made the announcement, reactions flooded in from every corner. Investors, competitors, environmental groups, and tech enthusiasts all have their eyes fixed on Musk and his new project. On social media, news outlets, and online forums, the buzz has been non-stop. Some are thrilled by the potential environmental benefits, while others are skeptical, wondering if this is another too-good-to-be-true innovation. But one thing is clear, this announcement has captured global attention. Green energy advocates are especially enthusiastic. They see the water engine as a beacon of hope for a future with less reliance on fossil fuels and fewer greenhouse emissions. In contrast, competitors are in a frenzy, energy, analyzing how this new engine might disrupt their own investments in electric and hybrid technology. After all, if Tesla can make a water-powered car viable, it could render current technologies obsolete. Imagine being a company that has spent billions on traditional electric engines, only to see water engines capturing the public's interest and imagination. Investors are eager too, viewing the water engine as a revolutionary step forward that could boost Tesla's market value even further. With the possibility of this new technology hitting the roads, Tesla's stock value has already surged, showing how significant this innovation could be for both the company and the economy. It's not just a car, it's a potential turning point in energy history, and the world is on the edge of its seat, waiting to see if Musk can pull it off. The science of water as fuel. So how can water, a resource we use daily, actually fuel an engine? It all boils down to a process called electrolysis, which splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen, as it turns out, is a powerful source of energy when harnessed correctly. In fact, hydrogen fuel has been explored for years as an alternative to gasoline, but there have always been hurdles in making it efficient, affordable, and compact enough for everyday use. Imagine water being split into its core components. Using electricity, Tesla's engine separates hydrogen from oxygen, allowing the hydrogen to be stored and then used as fuel. This clean, potent gas can then be burned or used in fuel cells to produce power, with water vapor as the only byproduct. Essentially, it's a cycle that turns water into energy and then back into water, a closed loop that's clean and renewable. But here's where Tesla stands out. The company has introduced advancements in the electrolysis process, making it efficient and compact enough to be used in vehicles. Tesla's innovation lies in its ability to reduce the energy needed for electrolysis and make it practical for on-the-go power generation. In a world of limited resources, a car that can run on water could change everything, and with Musk at the helm, Tesla's engineers have refined this process, pushing it far beyond what was previously possible. How Tesla's engine is different. While hydrogen-powered engines aren't new, Tesla's water engine brings a fresh twist that sets it apart from previous attempts. Traditional hydrogen engines have been bulky, expensive, and challenging to implement. They've required large tanks, complex cooling systems, and plenty of space, factors that have kept hydrogen cars out of the mainstream. But Tesla has cracked the code, using innovative materials and engineering to create a compact, lightweight, and affordable water engine. Tesla's engine leverages cutting-edge materials to streamline the process. For instance, their electrolyzers, the devices that split water into hydrogen and oxygen, are made from highly conductive, corrosion-resistant materials that reduce the wear and tear common in hydrogen fuel systems. This allows the engine to run longer, require less maintenance, and operate at a lower cost than traditional hydrogen fuel cells. Another groundbreaking feature is Tesla's onboard energy storage. Instead of relying on bulky hydrogen tanks, Tesla has managed to miniaturize the storage system, making it efficient yet powerful enough for long drives. By refining every part of the process, from splitting water to storing hydrogen, Tesla has created a water engine that feels viable, practical, and accessible. It's an engine that doesn't just aim to work in a lab, it's designed to perform on the open road. Efficiency and performance. The big question on everyone's mind is, of course, performance. Can a water-powered car really compete with the range, power, and reliability of traditional engines? Tesla's answer seems to be a resounding yes. Musk's team has focused on creating an engine that doesn't just work but excels, promising high efficiency, significant power output, and impressive range. Tesla's water engine is engineered to deliver similar performance to traditional electric engines. By maximizing hydrogen's energy density, the engine provides a range that's competitive with Tesla's electric vehicles, potentially covering hundreds of miles on a single refuel with water. And because it doesn't rely on batteries in the same way, it avoids many of the limitations of electric vehicles, such as lengthy charging times. But performance isn't just about range, it's also about power. Tesla's water engine boasts rapid acceleration and smooth handling, bringing the kind of driving experience that Tesla fans have come to expect. Imagine cruising down the highway in a car that runs on water, feeling the same power as a gas or electric car without the environmental costs. It's this balance of efficiency, range, and power that positions Tesla's water engine as a real competitor in the automotive world. Environmental impact and sustainability. One of the most compelling aspects of Tesla's water engine is its potential to reduce our environmental footprint. Current car engines, whether gas or electric have various environmental costs. Gasoline engines release greenhouse gases, while electric engines require batteries that involve extensive mining and resource extraction. But a water engine, its impact on the environment could be dramatically lower, making it a true leap forward in sustainable technology. Because water engines produce only water vapor as a byproduct, they eliminate emissions at the source. Imagine the streets of our cities running clean and quiet without the pollutants that gasoline engines pump into the air daily. If widely adopted, this technology could contribute significantly to reducing urban pollution, potentially making our air cleaner and reducing the health risks associated with air pollution. Additionally, a water engine avoids many of the environmental challenges associated with electric vehicles. Battery production is resource intensive, requiring materials like lithium and cobalt, which have environmental and ethical concerns tied to their mining and processing. By eliminating the need for large batteries, Tesla's water engine could reduce the industry's reliance on these finite resources, making cars not only more sustainable, but also less dependent on complex global supply chains. Tesla's vision for the water engine goes beyond just creating a greener vehicle. It's about contributing to a healthier planet. By addressing both the emissions problem and the challenges of battery production, Tesla is positioning this technology as the next step in sustainable transportation. And as more companies catch on, we could see a ripple effect, with the water engine setting a new standard in eco-friendly vehicle design. How Tesla's water engine threatens competitors. Tesla's water engine has left traditional automakers and even some newer electric vehicle players scrambling. For years, car manufacturers have been focused on either refining gasoline engines or switching to electric alternatives. Billions have been invested in hybrid technology, electric batteries, and sustainable fuel sources. But with Tesla's water engine, the entire field could be upended almost overnight. Think about it. Car companies that have spent years perfecting internal combustion engines or developing electric battery technologies are suddenly facing a completely new player that could make these technologies obsolete. If Tesla's water engine delivers on its promise, gasoline engines, already threatened by electric vehicles, could face an even faster decline. For companies heavily invested in traditional engines, this could mean rethinking everything from product design to supply chains. Meanwhile, electric vehicle makers are also feeling the heat. Companies like Ford, General Motors, and Volkswagen have placed big bets on EV technology, working to establish battery supply chains and build out charging networks. Tesla's water engine, however, doesn't rely on batteries in the same way, nor does it need an extensive charging infrastructure. This shift means competitors may have to quickly adapt or risk being left behind. As they grapple with the implications, it's clear that the water engine could force the entire auto industry to reconsider its approach to sustainable transportation. Disruption in the energy sector. Tesla's water engine doesn't just shake up the automotive industry, it's set to make waves across the energy sector as well. Consider the current energy landscape. Fossil fuels still dominate despite growing investments in renewable sources like wind and solar. Energy companies are watching closely, as a mass adoption of water engines could lead to significant changes in how energy is produced, consumed, and distributed. For oil and gas companies, this technology could be a serious threat. Imagine a world where fewer vehicles rely on gasoline or diesel fuel, cutting down the demand for fossil fuels. Energy giants that depend on oil could see their revenue stream shrink as water-powered engines gain popularity. Meanwhile, renewable energy companies, which have been pushing to replace fossil fuels, may also need to pivot. Water engines present an alternative that doesn't rely on the sun or wind, potentially reducing the need for solar and wind infrastructure and transportation. This shift could have a domino effect, impacting the electricity grid, power plants, and energy distribution networks worldwide. If water engines become a widespread reality, traditional energy suppliers will face increased pressure to innovate or diversify. Tesla's water engine could bring an entirely new era to the energy market, forcing established players to consider water as a key resource for future energy strategies. Musk's latest move isn't just about selling cars, it's a step toward a broader transformation in how we power our world. Potential applications beyond cars. While Tesla's primary focus is the automotive sector, the potential applications of the water engine technology extend far beyond cars. Imagine a water engine powering your home, heavy machinery, or even airplanes. The simplicity and efficiency of Tesla's design could make it versatile enough to transform many other areas where energy demands are high. Take home generators, for example. If Tesla's water engine can be adapted for residential use, households might have an affordable, clean energy alternative during power outages, or even as a primary power source in off-grid settings. The concept of refueling a generator with water instead of gasoline or diesel could make these engines safer, easier to maintain, and better for the environment. Heavy industries like construction or shipping could also benefit from water-powered machinery. Imagine forklifts, cranes, or even cargo ships running on water. For industries that rely on large equipment with high energy demands, a water-powered engine could provide a cleaner, cheaper solution, reducing both operational costs and emissions. And then there's the aviation industry. While planes currently rely heavily on fossil fuels, a water engine could one day power small aircraft, reducing emissions from air travel. Though large-scale adoption may be further off, the idea of a water-powered aircraft sparks the imagination, showing how Musk's water engine could one day influence virtually every mode of transportation. With each potential application, the scope of Tesla's innovation grows, hinting at a world where clean energy is available in nearly every sector. Musk's vision for the future of energy. To understand why Musk has invested so heavily in the water engine, it helps to look at his larger vision for the future. Musk has long been driven by a mission to make Earth more sustainable and energy efficient, reducing our reliance on finite resources. From Tesla's electric cars to SolarCity's solar roofs, he has consistently pursued technologies that help create a cleaner planet. The water engine is the latest piece in Musk's long-term puzzle for sustainable energy. But Musk's vision doesn't stop with cars or even Earth. He's also looking to the stars, envisioning a future where humanity is not just Earthbound, but a multi-planetary species. Clean, renewable energy sources are crucial for this vision, as any colony on Mars or beyond will require sustainable energy to survive. While the water engine's immediate application may be on Earth, the concept could also apply to space exploration, where resources are scarce and the ability to produce fuel from water could be life-sustaining. With the water engine, Musk is pushing us closer to a world that's less dependent on complex infrastructure and more adaptable to future needs. This isn't just a new type of engine, it's part of Musk's legacy, a step toward a world where clean energy isn't a luxury but a norm. His goal is to shift society's mindset, proving that sustainable, scalable energy solutions are within reach. As Tesla continues to develop and expand this technology, Musk's vision of a cleaner, more adaptable energy future is starting to look less like science fiction and more like an attainable reality. Engineering and production challenges. For all its promise, Tesla's water engine isn't without its challenges. Engineering an engine that runs on water is one thing, but scaling it for mass production and ensuring reliability over time is another. The technology is new, and while Tesla has made groundbreaking advances, it's still a big leap to go from prototypes to a full-scale production line. Tesla has to consider factors like material sourcing, durability, and safety, especially if the water engine is to withstand the wear and tear of daily use. One of the main hurdles is making the electrolysis process both efficient and affordable on a large scale. Tesla has managed to streamline this process in the lab, but in a factory, keeping production costs low without sacrificing quality or safety is essential. The production process requires specialized materials to ensure the engine remains efficient over time, which could mean higher costs at the outset. Tesla has always been known for its innovative manufacturing methods, so it's possible they'll develop new techniques to meet demand, but this will take time and investment. Then there's the question of maintenance and longevity. Water engines use fewer moving parts than traditional internal combustion engines, which could mean fewer breakdowns. However, hydrogen is a volatile fuel, and its management requires precise engineering. Tesla will need to ensure that these engines remain safe and reliable throughout their lifespan. Scaling production while maintaining these high standards will be one of Tesla's biggest challenges in bringing the water engine to market. Regulatory hurdles and adoption issues. Beyond engineering, Tesla's water engine will face regulatory and adoption challenges. When it comes to new technology, government regulations can be slow to adapt. This water engine disrupts existing norms and doesn't fit neatly into current automotive or energy regulations, meaning Tesla may need to work closely with regulators to get approval for widespread use. Safety is a top priority for regulatory bodies, and they'll want to ensure that hydrogen-powered vehicles meet stringent safety standards. While Tesla's engine is designed to be safe, hydrogen's volatility means that additional safety measures, like secure storage and crash-proof fuel systems, will need to be rigorously tested. Regulators will likely require extensive data on the engine's safety before allowing it on public roads, especially if water engines don't yet fit into existing fuel classifications. Another adoption hurdle is infrastructure. The water engine could eliminate the need for gas stations, but public hydrogen refueling stations are still rare. While Tesla's design doesn't rely on traditional fuel stations, infrastructure changes will still be necessary if the technology is widely adopted. Governments and local authorities may need to update infrastructure, just as they did with electric vehicle charging stations. These adjustments could take time, requiring partnerships with public and private sectors to make the water engine accessible for all. Finally, consumer adoption will be influenced by familiarity and trust. People are generally more cautious about adopting new technology, especially if it seems complex or unconventional. Educating the public on how the water engine works and dispelling any safety concerns will be crucial for Tesla as they move closer to a full launch. Anticipated rollout and initial markets. With Tesla's reputation for speed and innovation, people are eager to know when they might see water-powered cars on the road. While Tesla hasn't released an official timeline, we can anticipate that the first rollout will be in select markets where Tesla already has a strong presence and where infrastructure adjustments are more manageable. Early markets could include major cities in the US, Europe, and possibly Asia, particularly regions with existing Tesla fan bases and support for green technologies. Initially, the water engine could be offered as a premium option, similar to how Tesla first introduced high-performance electric vehicles before expanding to more affordable models. This strategy could allow Tesla to refine the technology, gather feedback, and gradually improve the engine before expanding to a wider audience. By targeting key markets with strong green policies, Tesla might also benefit from government incentives for renewable technologies, making the engine more accessible to early adopters. And Tesla could also consider a limited release with a few hundred units, creating a controlled environment to monitor performance, gather user data, and make adjustments before a full-scale launch. This measured rollout would let Tesla manage potential issues in real-world scenarios, helping them refine the technology further and prepare for a larger market. Over time, as production scales up and costs decrease, Tesla could introduce the water engine across more models and potentially partner with other industries. This gradual approach allows Tesla to manage expectations while perfecting the technology, ultimately aiming to make the water engine a standard option in vehicles worldwide. The future of water-based engines. Looking ahead, the impact of Tesla's water engine could extend far beyond the automotive world. If successful, this technology could set a new standard for clean, renewable energy across industries, sparking a shift in how we think about fuel and energy. Imagine a future where water-powered engines become the norm, reducing pollution, cutting our dependence on fossil fuels, and supporting sustainable lifestyles on a massive scale. In a world where climate concerns are front and center, the water engine's environmental benefits could drive demand across many sectors. The ripple effect of such an engine could inspire other companies and industries to explore water-based technologies, expanding the applications of hydrogen fuel beyond transportation to areas like construction, agriculture, and even residential energy. This technology also has exciting implications for space exploration and beyond. Musk's vision of a multiplanetary future requires sustainable, flexible energy sources, and water is one of the most abundant resources in our solar system. If water engines can be adapted for space travel, they could support future missions to the moon, Mars, and beyond, enabling spacecraft and habitats to generate power from local resources. This would be a groundbreaking step for humanity, allowing us to establish sustainable living conditions on other planets. Tesla's water engine is more than a product, it's a vision for a future where clean, sustainable energy is accessible to everyone, everywhere. As Musk continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, Tesla's water engine may come to symbolize the dawn of a new energy era. It's a vision that goes beyond cars and engines. It's a glimpse into a world where our most abundant resources fuel the future, empowering us to live sustainably, both on Earth and beyond.